Attention, any Walmart shoppers still in the store. The store is now closed.
Attention, any remaining customers.
But it's happening. Will permanently close next month.
In total, the company announced that 269 store locations will be closed worldwide starting next month.
The food you buy at Walmart next year won't contain the same ingredients as the food you bought last year. And that's just the beginning of what's changing. A new CEO takes over in 2026, only the sixth person to hold that job since the company was founded. Artificial intelligence is rolling out across thousands of stores. The way 1.6 million workers get paid is being completely restructured. And here's why this matters to you specifically. 270 million customers walk through Walmart stores every single week. If you shop there, work there, or compete with them, the next 8 minutes are worth your time. Let's start with the leadership change because it sets up everything else. January 31st, 2026 marks the end of an era. Doug McMillon steps down after nearly 12 years as CEO and more than 40 years with the company. His story is the kind that gets turned into movies. Back in 1984, McMillon started as an hourly warehouse associate, unloading trailers and picking orders for not much more than minimum wage. 40 years later, he runs the largest retailer on earth, and here's what happened under his watch. When McMillon took over, Walmart's market cap sat around $250 billion. Today, it approaches $900 billion. Stock gains during his tenure hit 323%. Annual revenue climbed from $486 billion to $681 billion. The year 2024 alone saw the stock jump 72%, the best year for Walmart shareholders since 1998. One analyst called him unequivocally Walmart's best CEO since the company's founder, Sam Walton. That's not small praise. So who replaces someone like that? John Furner takes over on February 1st, and his path looks almost identical. Furner joined in 1993 as an hourly store associate, spent 3 decades working his way up, ran Sam's Club, served as a senior executive in China, and has led Walmart US since 2019, overseeing nearly 4,600 stores. But here's the line that tells you where this company is headed. When the transition was announced, McMillon called Furner uniquely capable of leading the company through this next AI-driven transformation. AI-driven transformation. Remember that phrase, because in October 2025, Walmart announced a partnership with OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, and what they're building goes way beyond a customer service chatbot. Walmart calls it agentic commerce. The idea is that artificial intelligence won't just respond to what you ask for. It will anticipate what you need before you even know you need it. You open ChatGPT, mention you want to plan a weeknight taco dinner, and complete your entire Walmart purchase without ever leaving the app. Product suggestions, deals, checkout, all handled in one conversation. McMillon put it this way: for many years now, e-commerce shopping experiences have consisted of a search bar and a long list of item responses. That is about to change. Now here's the part that affects workers. Starting in 2026, every frontline and office-based employee in the United States gets access to free AI training through OpenAI. Walmart has committed nearly $1 billion to skills training through 2026. Why spend that kind of money? Because the automation numbers tell a story the company doesn't love to advertise. By 2026, roughly 65% of Walmart stores will be serviced by automation. More than half of all fulfillment center volume will move through automated facilities. Robots already run around the clock in 200 fulfillment centers. Walmart insists none of this will shrink the workforce. Whether you believe that depends on how you feel about a company promising nobody loses their job, while also saying 2/3 of its stores will be serviced by automation. Furner pointed to a general manager in Florida who spent 20 years leading trucks but now leads a team of bot techs. His take was direct. We're extending people's careers and those jobs pay better. Maybe? Time will tell. Now, let's talk about what's changing inside the stores themselves, starting with something that's going to affect how much you pay. Those paper price tags on every shelf represent a massive amount of work. A typical Walmart carries over 120,000 products, each with its own tag, and every week workers walk the aisles updating prices for new items, rollbacks, and markdowns. By 2026, digital shelf labels will replace paper tags in 2,300 stores across America. These electronic displays connect directly to Walmart's system and update automatically. A price change that used to take 2 days now happens in minutes. Here's what that means for you. Prices can now change multiple times per day based on demand, inventory, or whatever algorithm Walmart decides to use. The company frames this as efficiency. Whether it benefits shoppers or just makes dynamic pricing easier is a question worth asking. The technology includes LED lights with features like Stock to Light that shows employees where shelves need attention and Pick to Light that speeds up online order fulfillment. Walmart tested it in Grapevine, Texas before committing to this rollout, but that's not all that's changing physically. Walmart announced plans to build or convert more than 150 stores over the next 5 years. April 2025 saw the first Store of the Future open in Cypress, Texas, the company's first ground-up new store in 4 years. These locations feature redesigned layouts, expanded products, auto care centers, and express delivery. 4 new Florida stores are scheduled for 2026 alone, in Apollo Beach, Jacksonville, Ocala, and the Villages. Everything I just told you about robots and price tags isn't even the change that'll affect you most directly. This next part is. On October 1st, 2025, Walmart announced it will eliminate synthetic dyes and more than 30 other ingredients from all private brand foods. That includes Great Value, Market Side, Freshness Guaranteed, and Better Goods. Here's why that matters. Great Value products sit in 90% of American households. 9 out of 10 families watching this video have probably eaten these synthetic dyes that Walmart now says aren't good enough to sell anymore. About 1,000 products fall under this overhaul. Salty snacks, baked goods, salad dressings, frosting, all reformulated by January 2027. The company is removing synthetic dyes, certain preservatives, artificial sweeteners, and fat substitutes. Furner's explanation was simple. Our customers have told us that they want products made with simpler, more familiar ingredients. And we've listened. 3 years of work at Walmart's Culinary Innovation Center in Bentonville, Arkansas went into developing natural alternatives. Food scientists now use spirulina, beets, and root vegetables to replace artificial colors. But here's the question nobody at Walmart is answering. If these ingredients were safe, why remove them? And if they weren't safe, why were they in your food for decades? A nutrition professor at NYU framed the industry impact this way. Walmart accounts for 25 to 30% of all grocery sales in the United States, and anything it does reverberates throughout the entire industry. When Walmart moves, everyone else has to follow. One more major change hits in 2026, and this one affects over 500,000 workers directly. Walmart is overhauling how hourly store employees earn raises. The old system was straightforward. Your annual increase depended mostly on how long you'd worked there. Loyalty got rewarded. Starting in early 2026, performance metrics enter the equation. Reliability, store performance, and what Walmart calls everyday actions now determine your raise. Top performers could see increases up to 5%. Average performers might land closer to 2%. The company emphasized that base pay won't be reduced. Only the raise amount changes based on how you're rated. Now here's some context. Walmart's average hourly wage for frontline workers sits around $18 currently, up more than 50% over the last decade. Some market managers earn over $600,000 annually. Truck drivers can start at up to $110,000. The question is whether performance-based raises motivate workers or just create more stress in an already demanding job. That depends on who's doing the rating and how fair the metrics actually are. So what does all of this add up to? Walmart is building toward a future where AI handles more customer interactions, where robots manage more of the supply chain, where prices update automatically throughout the day, where your food contains different ingredients, and where workers get paid based on performance scores instead of loyalty. The incoming CEO summed up the philosophy in 5 words. We're people-led and tech-powered. The company is betting that by 2027, you won't recognize the Walmart you used to know. The only question is whether you'll like what it becomes. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.